This year marks the centennial of the nation of Latvia. There is a Baltic community in the Bronx. Gary Axelbank tells us more.
On Saturday, May 12th, Latvia's 100-year anniversary will be celebrated in New York City. Joining us with insight and information, it is Valdis C. Did I get that right? Okay. And he is the chapter deputy from the Daugavas Vanagi Latvian Welfare Association in New York, and also Anna Litvak, who is the founder of the Art of Giving project. Nice to have you both with us. And if I mispronounce, I'm so sorry.
It's all right, guys.
It's all right. But we're all family here in the Bronx on BronxNet television.
Awesome.
Let's talk about what's coming up. It's called the Amber and Honey Ball. Explain what that is, please.
Latvia is part of the Baltic states, right by the Baltic Sea, and it's known through millennia with its amber. That was
Really?
Yes, it is. And that was the first trading, or one of the most valuable trading things Latvian and
Wow.
Baltic peoples had since time immemorial, pretty much. So Persians would bring their carpets, and we would trade it with amber.
Wow. I
So-
mean, life
So
is
life is
filled
fabulous,
with,
right?
education.
And honey, we kind of take pride in our honey because we're so far north, and further north the honey is, the more valuable or more health properties it has. At least that's according to experts.
So it sounds like a really kind of a cool name, the Amber and Honey Ball, but it really
It's a
has-
good sounding name, right?
Yeah,
It's a
I'm
very
so-
good
I'm-
sounding name.
at least I can pronounce it. But it really has significance in the heritage and in the culture of Latvia.
I believe so, yeah.
Talk to me about kind of the importance or the significance of the 100 years. It's something of pride.
It's been a tough ride for Latvian peoples, and in general, it is also 100-year for all Baltic peoples. They're Lithuania, Estonia inclusive. In the beginning of the 20th century, we were part of the Russian Empire at the time, and World War I came about, and during this big duel between the big boys, Russia and Germany, some small group of people came out. Listen, this is our land, and we shall be living here for next 1,000 years at the very minimum. So let us have it our own country, and so it was established in hard battles. Many lives were lost, of course, as it always is.
Well, and so I want to get to the good part. The good part. So you talked about 1,000 years. Well, here's the first 100.
First 100, yeah.
And so there is a sense of pride about that. How many Latvians in the Bronx? Do we know? Many?
In the
Few?
Bronx, I wouldn't know, but in New York, I imagine there's dozen thousand people.
Ms. Litvak, talk to me about the Art of Giving project. What is that?
The Art of Giving project.
And you're the president, you're the founder?
Yes, I'm the president, I'm the founder. Started it in 2010 when I had the opportunity to become one of the youngest delegates working with United Nations for Latvia. And the idea came from something that I thought about in my childhood, which was during a class, an arts and crafts class that everybody goes through as part of their school system in Latvia. But the artwork that is typically incredibly beautiful, that has elements of amber to it, just as the theme. But unfortunately,
I'm learning every minute. It's great.
unfortunately, a lot of it is just discarded. Nothing happens to it after the kids go to school, they graduate. So the idea was to collect this artwork, this beautiful artwork that's made by the children, and in the particular case of the Art of Giving project, it's orphans and disabled children of Latvia who make this artwork as part of regular school program. And then the artwork is brought to United States. I organize different events, silent auctions, fundraisers, together with colleagues and friends sometimes by the project itself. And we get people to come from different areas of New York, not just political world of United Nations. It's also fashion people, art people, a variety of people who join. And it's usually a lot of fun. We get different performers, we get different artists who sing, dance. Meanwhile, the art is sold and the money collected goes back to the children to help different causes.
This whole Amber and Honey Ball is a benefit. You're going to try to raise money. As I understand, it's for Latvian retirement homes in need and those kinds of things. I guess that goes back to the spirit of what we're talking about, of the independence, 100-year independence, and all those kinds of things. Talk to me, I'll give you a chance in a moment, about the event in general and what it means to you.
Well, I was writing a speech actually as I'm part of this event, and something came to my mind that as I'm part of this big political world, we often just focus on our immediate world, minutiae, details, exceptions to rules, laws. But this event actually gives us an opportunity to focus on the people who need our attention perhaps the most, the two most vulnerable groups, which are in any community, not just in Latvian community, but particularly in this case is children and elderly people. So I'm representing the young generation, the children in this case, and I have my colleagues who are representing the elderly.
Well, then let me ask you the same question in terms of the giving, in terms of the Latvian Welfare Association. Why is this important to you?
We all grow old. And it's very sad to see that you live your life, you run, you spin, and you try to do the best, you raise your kids, and then maybe something awful happens and you're left all by yourself.
Right.
And then you don't have capacity anymore to take care of yourself. And then you're left on your devices or somebody's charity, if you will.
And so here's a way to raise money and make that happen. How many years have you been doing the Amber and
Amber Honey Ball is our first big project,
First
year.
really?
Yes.
Oh,
and it's
we're doing the debut.
It's a debut in a sense that it could not be done at a better time because 100-year anniversary. And
this is the time for sure.
Right, and this is where we can say, look, these people, they were building our home country. They were breathing it, living it, spending day in
Why
and out,
not celebrate them and honor them? Yeah.
Right, and honor them, and also remember of those who will come after us.
And I have to mention that our own executive director, Michael Maxnabi, is going to be one of the speakers there.
Yes, he's our guest speaker. He's a great speaker, speaking of which.
And so, in that way, I guess BronxNet has a role in it, and we're certainly proud to do that. Certainly we celebrate diversity, of course, at this station in the borough of the Bronx. Let's do the time and place and invite people who want to come. So when and where, and let's have everybody join us.
Absolutely. If you can get the tickets, let me put it this way, because we are almost sold out.
That's wonderful.
That's good news, yeah. If you can catch a ticket, then the event is taking place on May 12th.
Right, that's
May
Saturday.
12th. That's Saturday.
I mean, I've got it here right in front of me. It's at the Prince George Ballroom,
Prince George's
15
Ballroom.
East 27th Street, which is between 5th and Madison Avenue.
That is correct.
And how, for anybody who wants information or wants a call, or how do they find out information?
It's amberandhoneyball.com. All information
Easy enough.
is available there, just as well as tickets.
And Ms. Litvak will give you the final word. Just talk to me about emotionally how you feel when you see artwork from children and it gets sold and it turns around and the money goes to something good. How does that make you feel? I'm guessing that's the culmination of all of what you've done, right?
You know, recently, about a month ago, I told these children that their artwork is going to be featured at this major event in
New York City. Wow, my goodness.
And they got so excited. They were just overwhelmed by the idea that so far away in the United States there are people who actually care about them. And that, I believe, gives these children a sense of life's worth. It makes them feel that there's somebody out there who cares about them, and it inspires them and encourages them.
Mm-hmm. And so on that particular note, it's a real good way of telling people to support it, to learn about it, and you can go to amberandhoneyball.com. And you should also make a note that Gary learned a lot during this particular
And if I can
segment.
chime in,
Yes, of
if
course.
you cannot attend the ball, you cannot attend the ball, you can definitely donate. Maybe you have Latvian roots, you never know. Maybe you like amber, maybe you like bees, maybe you like honey. You can always donate, but you know it's going to go to those causes.
And maybe you like Valdis Church, and Anna Litvak, who have joined us on Open this morning, and we really appreciate your time today. And good luck, and thanks for enlightening all of us. And here we go to the Amber and Honey Ball.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for this segment, and we'll send it back to Javier.